Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Spring Convocation 2019, the first University of Saskatchewan Convocation in this wonderful new building. We acknowledge the traditional territory of Treaty 6 and the homeland of the Métis on which we have gathered for this event. We pay our respects to the First Nations and Métis ancestors of this place and reaffirm our relationship with one another. Please stand as you are able for the honor song and the arrival of the Chancellor's platform guests and our graduates. Thank you to our drum group, Buffalo Boy Productions, for performing today's honor song. Would you please remain standing as we join our vocalist, Kate Nachalobi, in the singing of O Canada. Would you please be seated? Once again, graduates and distinguished guests, welcome. My name is Beth Bilson. I'm the university's secretary, and I now have the honor of introducing to you the members of the platform party that you see before you. So beginning with the front row on my left and your right, Russ Eisinger, University Registrar, Patty McDougall, Vice Provost Teaching, Learning and Student Experience, Karen Chad, Vice President Research, Greg Fowler, Vice President Finance and Resources, Merlis Belcher, past honorary degree recipient, and you may have seen his name on the building when you came in. He's come to make sure we take care of it. President Peter Stoichev, Chancellor Roy Romano, Tony Vanelli, Provost and Vice President Academic, Michelle Prytula, Dean, College of Education, Trevor Crow, Dean, College of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, and Elder Roland Duquette. And in the second row, our orators, Geraldine Balser, Rose Roberts, Shirley Haynes, Eric O'Lawson, MLA, Saskatoon University, Regan Rat-Misponis, President, University of Saskatchewan Students' Union, Linda Browning, Senator, Shelley Brown, Chair, Board of Governors, Chiamaka Eksekwesili, Graduate Students Association Vice President, External Affairs, David Burgess, Associate Dean, Research, Graduate Support and International Initiatives, College of Education, Mary Beasley, representing the University of Saskatchewan Retirees Association. And behind them, and I would ask them to stand, members of the faculty of the University of Saskatchewan, including, I believe, a number of professors emeriti of the College of Education. Would you please join me in expressing to all of these faculty, administration, and members of our governing bodies our thanks for the work they have done by supporting, teaching, and encouraging our graduates. And I'd like to introduce President Peter Stoichev, President of the University of Saskatchewan.
Thank you very much, and welcome everyone. What a great occasion. This is the first time in 50 years that Convocation has been held back on campus. And we thank Merlis Belcher for the transformative gift that allowed us to build this terrific venue. It's a testament to the community spirit of this great university. Thank you very much, Merlis. Eminent Chancellor, graduates and families, honored guests, I thank the many people who are here today to be part of this moment in the University of Saskatchewan's history. And in particular, I want to acknowledge today's elder, the Buffalo Boys Drum Group, Saskatoon University MLA Erica Lawson, and I also acknowledge the many faculty on stage who are the core of this university. They've been leaders and mentors for so many of you who will graduate today. We're here to celebrate a milestone in the lives of the graduates who will soon cross this stage. But we're also here because this university has brought us together. A university is a wonderful thing, crucial to the ongoing conversation we call democracy. We're so fortunate to be in Canada and to have the freedoms that we have. Given the world we're in now, where it's difficult to separate out what's true and what's not, where our future depends on knowledge and the correct use of it, where research and education hold the key to our greatest challenges, where free speech and informed speech are critical to our humanity, universities are needed more than they have ever been, and the University of Saskatchewan is needed more than it has ever been. Educators such as yourselves are needed more than they have ever been. Strengthened with a University of Saskatchewan degree that you worked hard to achieve, what all of you crossing this stage today will go on to do in your lives will matter immensely to the collective future of all of us. Many others helped you to get to this point, and so take the time to thank your spouses and partners, parents and grandparents, friends, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, communities, elementary school teachers and high school teachers, the professors you appreciated or your classmates who helped you out, because we all know that you can't achieve something this big without a lot of help along the way. Many graduates across this country are sitting in seats like you are, in venues like this one right now, getting their university degrees, but I want to tell you that there is something special about a U of S degree, and it's because at this university we govern ourselves not only on the basis of what we want to be, but more importantly, what the world needs us to be. The world needs committed educators more than it has ever needed them. Over 1,000 people apply now for 350 available seats in the College of Education. So there is a huge desire on the parts of many to do what you will now go on to do. Education is the key to everything important in our lives, and you will go on to provide it. It's a calling, not just a profession, and everybody here thanks you for pursuing it. I also thank Dean Michelle Prytula for her leadership, and join me in congratulating her on her recent YWCA Women of Distinction Award. The world needs thoughtful, educated, and humane leaders, and some of the country's most formative leaders, holders of high office, got their degrees here. Among them are Prime Minister John Diefenbaker, who graduated with his U of S law degree 100 years ago right now. who eventually became Prime Minister, and after that, our Chancellor. Governor General Ray Natishan, premiers such as Scott Moe, and our Chancellor Roy Romano. 9 Canadian premiers have now been students at the U of S. Many lieutenant governors of Saskatchewan, including Tom Malloy, a former U of S chancellor, and lieutenant governors of other provinces as well. Many Canadian ambassadors to countries around the world, dozens of high-ranking public servants in Ottawa, such as Gordon Thiessen, former governor of the Bank of Canada, Indigenous leaders, such as former Canadian ambassador to many countries, and senior advisor to the TRC, Deborah Chatzis. The world needs groundbreaking researchers who change how we understand the world we live in, and people who went on to win the Nobel Prize were here. One was chemistry graduate student Henry Taube, who received it in 1983. Another Nobel laureate from the U of S was Gerhard Hertzberg, who was offered a position in physics in 1933 by our first president, Walter Murray, to escape Nazi Germany when no other university on this continent had the vision or the humanity to offer him one. Hertzberg won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1971. The world needs cures for cancer, and we are the home of the cobalt-60 radiation therapy treatment that revolutionized cancer treatment in 1951 and saved the lives of millions of cancer patients around the world. The small Acme machine and electric company on Idlewild Drive built the casing. U of S medical researchers built the concept. Many thousands of patients were treated here over the next 20 years until it was replaced with newer technology in the early 70s. Sylvia Fedoruk, who later became Saskatchewan's lieutenant governor, and after that our chancellor, was a graduate student member of the project's team. Significant cancer research continues at this university, building on that world-famous history. The world needs great writers, and writers such as College of Education graduate Sharon Butella, who wrote Perfection of the Morning, and 3-time Governor General's award winner Guy Vanderhaeg were here. The world needs open-minded, well-educated, courageous, and compassionate members of the justice sector, and we have graduated many. Supreme Court Justice Emmett Hall was a student here, a law school classmate of John Diefenbaker's. Justice Hall's report for the 1964 Royal Commission on National Health Care Services recommended Canada adopt Saskatchewan's public health insurance model. In it, he wrote famously that the only thing more expensive than good health care is no health care. Emmett Hall later became Chancellor of the U of S. Roy Romano, another law school alumnus and now our Chancellor, authored in 2002 the only other Royal Commission on the Future of Healthcare in Canada report. These aren't only examples of justice in action, they're examples of social justice in action. And please join me in thanking Roy Romano for serving as our Chancellor for these last 3 years. This is his last series of convocation ceremonies in that role, and we have been so proud to have him as our Chancellor. The world needs great athletes and coaches, and Olympian Sandra Schmerler, track athlete Diane Jones-Konahowski, NHL coaches Mike Babcock and Dave King were at the U of S. In fact, standing here today, it makes sense for me to say that 3 of the NHL's current head coaches were student athletes here with Huskies hockey. You couldn't find a major league sport anywhere on the globe where you could say the same thing. That history of excellence is why we were able to fund and build this Merlis Belcher Place. The world needs peace, sometimes hard fought. And just over 100 years ago, after the end of the First World War, I am also reminded of the 345 U of S students, faculty, and staff who enlisted in it. 69 sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. They're commemorated on the university's memorial gates on College Drive. More than 100 more were wounded, and 35 were awarded Medals of Valor. The university gave so many brave soldiers to the cause that the College of Engineering closed its doors for the 1916-17 academic year, when every one of its faculty, staff, and students enlisted. More U of S soldiers were killed in the war than graduated from here in 1918. These are examples of what I mean when I say that we're the university the world needs. Now, in our second century, enjoying a time of peace here secured by those who went before us and by the accomplishments of our alumni and faculty, we are seen as a research leader in the country, with Canada's only synchrotron, where we've pioneered how to produce medical isotopes without using a nuclear reactor. There is a huge demand for these isotopes due to the closure of Chalk River just over a year ago. And our cyclotron is now producing medical isotopes to RUH, a fitting homage to that cobalt-60 work done here over half a century ago. The world needs to provide food to its rapidly growing population. In order to meet the world's food needs, agricultural productivity needs to double. Our Global Institute for Food Security is helping do just that, enabled by great work done at the U of S over decades, including by our Crop Development Center that helped reduce the amount of farmland under summer fallow from almost 50% in 1970 to less than 1% today. The economic impact for the province in this U of S area of research alone is in the neighborhood of $40 billion. We now add to that economic impact in many ways. The world needs to understand the reasons for droughts and floods to safeguard our communities against tragedies such as the many just this year alone in Canada. Our Global Institute for Water Security, the largest university-led research center in the world, ranked #1 in Canada, is doing just that. These institutes of water security and food security are also examples of how we bring together different parts of the university to work on global problems. With 17 colleges, including education, we have more than any Canadian university of our size. This is a crucial feature of who we are, because although we do not know what the solutions are to the major challenges facing us today, we do know this, that none of them will be solved by a single discipline or a single person, but by many people from many disciplines, such as education, working together. We are poised to help do that with faculty like the ones on the stage before you, who are at the cutting edge of research, scholarly, and artistic work. All of these things matter. They demonstrate why we're one of the top 15 research-intensive universities in this entire country, and why this university leads all of Canada's 96 universities when it comes to the per capita economic impact on the surrounding region, leads every one of them. They demonstrate how we help make our province, Canada, and the world a better place. Saskatoon, too, great cities need and deserve great universities. A strong relationship between the two is essential. It's crucial, and we're fortunate to have one with the City of Saskatoon, a formal partnership that was the first of its kind when we signed it in Canada between a major university and the city that it's in. I say all of this to emphasize that the University of Saskatchewan degree you've worked hard to receive today has tremendous value. Many employers tell me that when they see an application from a U of S grad, it gets special attention because the quality of the university is so high and because of its graduates' work ethic that's part of our prairie roots. And also because you haven't just learned one particular area of study, you've learned how to transfer what you have learned in one discipline to what is needed in another. You've learned about excellence, and excellence is a transferable skill. Why does that matter? Because we will all need to be able to solve problems we can't even imagine today. Saskatchewan's future will depend on it. The world's future is going to depend on it. It will depend upon educators like you, on the impact you will have on the students of today and tomorrow. 44% of the available jobs in this province require the skills and knowledge that a university education provides, but only about 24% of Saskatchewan's workforce has a university education. This underscores the critical importance of investing in higher education and the fact that we are a crucial part of the province's future success. The U of S is a leader in helping Saskatchewan stay ahead of the innovation curve. Without our kind of research and teaching, and without you becoming great teachers and second language instructors, there is no innovation, and without innovation, there is a diminished future. So now, more than ever, we all need people with education degrees and English as a second language certificates like yours from a university like yours to build a more sustainable world, a more equitable world, a world with the courage to embrace diversity. I am proud that we now have students from over 100 countries attending the University of Saskatchewan, and many of those countries are represented by graduates here today. The world also needs us to be a country that responds to the work of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, because as its chair, Senator Murray Sinclair, stated at the University of Saskatchewan, education is the key to reconciliation. And I'm grateful that the U of S is seen in this country as a participant, not a bystander, in building reconciliation, and the College of Education has played an enormous role in this. We now have more Indigenous students at our university than ever before in our history. We are at a time when the country faces the greatest cultural challenge and opportunity of its history. Being the university the world needs today means committing to reconciliation, not to supplant traditional Western understanding, but to enrich it, acknowledge thousands of years of deep learning that occurred here long prior to it, and to give all students a more informed and ultimately more compassionate understanding of the world. Achieving this will take a strategic mixture of patience and impatience, and will take time. But as our first president, Walter Murray, wrote to a friend in 1908 when he was traveling here to begin his work as our first president, we are building for centuries. So go out from here to contribute to your community, to this province, to this country, to an education system that really needs you. Be a person the world needs in your own right. Your university is a radical experiment in human culture, a place where we learn to be humble servants of a democratic society and respectful critics of it, where we can be building for centuries, for 7 generations. For the Roy Romanos, John Diefenbakers, Gerhard Hertzbergs, Sharon Butellas, Emmett Halls, Sylvia Fedoricks of the world, it was about something else. None of them, while at university, knew exactly where they were headed, but they knew to listen for a passion to follow, and that became an endless journey. For you, it will be something else. It doesn't matter exactly what it is, but be passionate about it and become passionate about it and use it for good. So congratulations to all of the graduates who are about to cross the stage today and make the world a better place for all of us. Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor, Mr. President, members of the University Senate and Board, I present to you the petition of the Council of this university that the candidates to be named, having fulfilled all the requirements of the bylaws, may with your permission be admitted to the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which they are entitled.
This is me? No wonder I'm leaving. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of the council of this university, I consent to admit you to the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which you are entitled, and to vest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto.
So I'm now going to, the rest of you can tune out. I'm going to tell the graduates what they're supposed to do now. So in a moment, I'm going to ask you to ask the first row to make its way to the platform. As you enter the stage, please stop and face the hall as a hood will be put over your shoulders. Once you have been hooded, you can proceed to that podium over there, where an orator will present each of you by name. Once your name has been announced, you proceed to shake the Chancellor's hand, and the Chancellor then tells you that you have been admitted to the Convocation of the University of Saskatchewan. And I don't know what will happen if he doesn't tell you that. You'll then continue across the platform to be greeted by the President and your Dean or Associate Dean, and to receive your parchment from them. A photo will be taken as you're receiving your parchment. There are also photographers at the back of the stage, and you will have your picture taken there, and someone will direct you how to return to your seat. So if I could ask the first row to rise and begin moving towards the stage.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Education, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the Certificate in Teaching English as a Second Language. I present to you Marcia Joan Gibson. Deepak Kumar. Michelle Jacqueline Lee Clausen. Rachel Elizabeth McDonald. Gail Frances Motzi. Donald John Workington. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Education, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the Certificate in Leadership in Post-Secondary Education. I present to you Samantha Marie Ulat. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Education, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Education. I present to you Jessie Ann Faith Adair. Arub Afzal. Brittany Lynn Amond with distinction. Annie Elizabeth Armstrong. Bethany Holly Armstrong. Ayman Aziz, with great distinction. Taylor Mackenzie Babbings. Elliot Wasselishan Baldwin, with distinction. Mitchell Thomas Banks. Rochelle Kenzie Berriger. Henya Bardo. Samantha Elizabeth Barquay, with distinction. Sharon Christina Baer. Danae Marie Beauchamp. Victoria Haley Bowden. Elizabeth Lorley Belgard. Dustine Lynn Benson, with distinction. Braden Burt Aaron Bentley. Lucas Seaver Berg. Crystal Elaine Berube. Elena Lynn Block. Rochelle Lynn Block, with distinction. Chase Harold Bach. Allison Ann Bonson, with distinction. Rochelle Ann Boscal. Alexandra Janelle Bosson. Philip Stephen Brown. Robin Lynn Bray, with distinction. Michaela Caitlin Brems. Lexi Leone Marie Brunette. Cato Erasmus Carrier. Aaron Leslie Carson with great distinction. Caleb Michael Colenso Carter. Jade Ashton Rose Charters. Rebecca Sharon Tilly Chellack. Kalisha Paige Chorney. Leah Nicole Sunley Clark with great distinction. Melissa Ellen Clark with great distinction. Mackenzie Storm Claypool. Paige Doris Connor. Shelby Patricia Cousins with distinction. Andre Coulinaire-Bear. Elena Catherine Crowdis. Tyler Robert Crozier with distinction. Adam Glenn Curry. Julian Gabriel Day. Taylor Samantha Darosh. Kira Chase Dilsner with distinction. Talon Joseph Calvin Dosh. Stephanie Drager. Amanda Carol Drotar. Jordan Loren Dumba. Corey Matthew Dick. Charla Michelle Edwards with distinction. Connor Ty Elliott. Emma Harper Entz with distinction. Jordan Alexis Estergaard with distinction. Hillary Elizabeth Penner Fast with distinction. Shaylin Marie Fedler. Daniel David Fedro. Holly Fair. Amy Elizabeth Fex. Jessie Lee Catherine Fleury. Jennifer Lynn Foy. Rachel Claire Freemanis. Cole Robert Fry, with distinction. Chelsea Nicole Gabery, with distinction. Dustin Roy Gamble. Laren Gamble. Joshua Terrence Godet. Kendall Ann Geyer. Chloe Madison Gerwing, with distinction. Lane Cody Gerwing. Janine Tanis Gopher. Adam James Grant, with distinction. Colin Edward Grant, with great distinction. Alexandra Cian Grieg, with distinction. Dylan Dean James Griffin, with distinction. Jessica Kayla Gunther, with distinction. Samantha Marie Haynes, with distinction. Jordan Jodell Halter. Victoria Rima Harper. Lisa Jillian Harrison. Daisy Hart, with distinction. Fabian Stacy Head. Corey Herner. Erica Hindmarsh. Benjamin Ronald Holzhausen. Sandra Jean Hukaluk, with distinction. Madeline Ruth Humbert, with distinction. Jade Ariel Hupe. Alicia Dawn Hajdukowicz, with distinction. M.J. Iron. Kelsey Lee Isaacson. Caitlin Desiree Jalbert. Haley Ann Johnson, with distinction. Kaylin Marie Johnson. Vanessa Gale Johnson.
Wesley Gapier-Swat. Rebecca Lynn Kennedy. Kristen Darlene Kenny. Kira Megan Kilgore. Brooke Alyssa Kinkart. Hillary Kosawan Kirk. Michaela Catherine Kitchen, with great distinction. Tina Klein, with distinction. Kyra Teresa Coleman, with distinction. Evelina Kononenko. Kendall Lindsay Krawchuk. Elizabeth Dawn Crone, with distinction. Sarah Rose Lacourciere, with distinction. Caitlin Leduc. Janelle Jessica Lavoie, with distinction. Amy Danielle Legendre, with distinction. Carolyn Leppington, with great distinction. Megan Danielle Lindquist. Kayla Ann Lipinski. Nancy Litwin. Alexandra Elizabeth Loken. Christina Marie LaRosse with great distinction. Elizaveta Amalia Jaroslava Lynn. Ava Audrey Celeste McLean. Julia Jean McPherson with great distinction. Kennedy Dawn Madden Barber. Michelle Jean Jose Manabat. Melissa Matchup. Sheldon B. Matiko. Caroline Maureen May. Lorene Mazawashichuna with great distinction. Jillian McDermott. Trevor McGowan. Taylor Jade McGregor with distinction. Camille Marilyn Jean Mackay with distinction. Quinn McKee with distinction. Joan Eileen Mackenzie, and my sister. Andrea Faith McKinney with distinction. Jennifer Catherine Ann McLean with distinction. Madison L. McLean. Shalyn Rain McNabb. Robin Dawn Miller. Ramon Michael A. Marandilia. Andrea Lynn Mitchell. Megan Nora Marie Moberly. Jordan Natalie Moline. Sheena Marie Morin. Jonathan Robert Muir. Madison Hillary Nagel. Sheldon Dale Neufeld with distinction. Robert Andrew Newton with great distinction. Jaden Philip Nickel with great distinction. Sarah Elizabeth Nienober. Kimberly Melissa Knight with distinction. Madison Blue Noble with distinction. Kylie Emma Norden. Jacob Patrick Eugene Nyland. Melissa Rose Olexon. Preston John Roland Olson with great distinction. Hannah Christine Ottenbright with great distinction. Ariel Tylis Paul. Anthony Thomas Pollock. Adrian Leanne Pollard. Caitlin Michelle Pollock with distinction. Alicia Mary Pratt with distinction. Thomas Michael Press. Cara Marie Price. Catherine Michelle Pritula with distinction. Angelia Veronica Radisik. Jillian Marie Ramsey with great distinction. Sarah Arif Ratnani. Danae Cree Robillard with distinction. Calvin Wesley Roseberry. Robin Lynette Salzel. Danielle Jordan Sanch with distinction. Erin Margaret Sarauer. Tori Lynn Sarich. Carly Elaine Siskowski. Mark Paul Saunderson. Kelsey Jenna Schick. Justin Allen Schmidt. Stephanie Ann Schmidt. Kristen Schneider. Rochelle Marie Seib. Caitlin Melanie Seelstad, with distinction. Brooklyn Carey Sinclair. Madison Ashton Smith. David Jeffrey Snell, with distinction. Eric San, with distinction. Kelly Lauren Stangland, with great distinction. Kaylee James Strouts, with distinction. Catherine Dana Sully. Madison Alexandria Sutherland. Natalie Faye Sutherland. Connie Mary Swiftwolf. Caitlin Gail Taylor, with distinction. Shelley Maria Tatro. Shelby, sorry. Cassandra Lynn Thiessen, with distinction. Chanel Hope Thieven. Amanda Audrey Thompson. Marla Jacqueline Thompson. Lori Ann Thunderchild. Maxine Mabel Thunderchild. Kira Laureen Taves. Nicole Leslie Irene Turner. Ashlyn Rianne Ukranitz, with distinction. Ashley Marie Vedras. Janet Mary Rose Villeneuve. Hannah Doreen Vold, with distinction. Christy Lee Waite. Farwa Wajahat. Terry James Warren, with distinction. Rochelle Germaine Weenie, with great distinction. Taylor Lynn Whitford. Samantha Linda Faye Whittingham. Emily Marie Wicks, with distinction. Brant Merrick Wilson, with distinction. Levi Riley Wilson. Alora Delana Whiff, with great distinction. Jason Andrew Warbeck, with distinction. Nicole Lee Watney, with distinction. Ashley Diane Wyatt. Erin Alice Yeski. Tegan Riley Zipchen. Victoria Lynn Zook. Iliara Maria Zuzak, with distinction.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the College of Education and ask that you will confer on them the post-degree certificate in education, special education. I present to you Aaron Luana Dobson. Carly Ann Visor James. Andrea Ann Marie Pearson. Geraldine Emma Siwap Ballantyne. Kelsey Lillian Thompson. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the College of Education and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Education. I present to you Donna May Apple. Cody Dale Appleton. Donna Lynn Otet. Amelia Dorothy Marie Badger. Megan Justine Beck Baker. Stephanie Bouchain. Desiree Anita Benson. Carter Reed Block. Jemmy Vivian Botera Martinez. Laureen Faith Breakspear. Callie Marie Bruner. Faith Nadine Bugler. Adam Sebastian David Biblow. Naomi Crystal Cameron. Yunyun Kiao. Donna Lynn Faye Carson. Darren Scott Chernosenko. Curtis Brent Chester. Nita Lee Chester. Brianne Loren Cooper. Sheldon Richard Collier. Kristen Lynn Favell. Alisa Marie Gale Favel. Paula Delina Adele Moira Fortier. Plinio Danny Ferrer. Corinne Joanne Gogol. Rosemary Ann Gress. Haley Carson Hamelin. Andrew Alexander Thomas Heron. Chelsea Hodgkinson Wilson. I need your card. Edith Kalichuk. Jonathan Calvin Joseph Keshwatam. Charlene Bridget Kenny. Paula Beatrice Cobeson. Amy Lynn Corver. Lynn Mary Kwasnika Dahl. Megan Abra Larson. Tara Michelle Macnack. Amanda Carlene Marion. Catherine Lynn Roxanne Martin. Neil Ronald Charles McFadden. Valerie Sharon McLean. Jaylyn Elizabeth Middleton. Leah Obach. Laura O'Leary. Reed Connor Oliver. Cynthia Dawn Olson. Heather Orellana. Graham Stephen Patola. Angela Dawn Regush. Brandon Blair Ranhart. Dagan Raimundos. Brett Orlando Rowland. Maria Sander. James Schroeder Siemens. Kathleen Michelle Sinclair. Tamika Saknarine Felicia Small. Patricia Louise St. Dennis. Dylan Richard Clausen Stansfield. Karsten Strelioff. Lydia Ann Sunchild. Keith Ephraim Joseph Thierat. Jesmond Beth Berry Thompson. Celeste K. Tutusis. Matthew James Tumbach. Cecilia Ellen Twist. Ray Zheng. Yating Zheng. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Ladies and gentlemen, it is customary at the University of Saskatchewan that after being admitted to their degree, our PhD graduates will be met by their supervisor and escorted to join the platform party in a symbolic welcome to a global community of scholars. Anahit Fadlihi. Lois Lynn Keller. Maureen Ann Sloboda. Please join me in congratulating these graduates on their certificates and degrees.
Well, I watched, and I think all of you shook hands with the Chancellor, so it'll be fine. Eminent Chancellor, in the name of the faculties, I ask you to grant the degrees, diplomas, and certificates in absentia to those students who have met the requirements to graduate but were not able to be present today.
Of the faculties, I authorize these degrees, diplomas, and certificates to be granted. Beth kind of looked at me.
I would like to
strangely.
introduce Michelle Prytula, Dean of the College of Education.
The College of Education Professionalism Award for Excellence in Teaching is the college's most prestigious award, as recipients need to have demonstrated both high academic achievement in coursework while on campus, as well as exceptional impact during the field experience component of the Bachelor of Education degree. It is my honor and privilege to present this year's award to Jordan Estergaard. Jordan completed her Bachelor of Education degree in the Early Childhood Education stream and is graduating with distinction. For her extended practicum experience, Jordan was placed at Caswell Community School in a pre-kindergarten classroom as part of a pilot program focusing on children with diverse learning needs. Jordan came to the college and to this role prepared, having previous experience as a child and youth care worker through employment and volunteerism at several group homes in Saskatoon. Seeing all learners as competent and capable, Jordan used the field placement opportunity to grow her pedagogy and develop her knowledge of the lived curriculum. Highlights of her work during the practicum include the incorporation of parental and community knowledge and expertise in the classroom. This allowed her students to learn through a wide array of community-based, cross-cultural, and cross-grade learning activities. Specific examples that Jordan created for her students include non-traditional physical education opportunities, family storytelling day, Métis jigging lessons, cross-grade reading coaching, and cross-grade care partner learning activities. Through her work, Jordan became adept at creating a powerful and effective student learning classroom. Jordan embraced her role as a member of an early learning community classroom. Her success was the result of her ability to quickly build positive relationships with students, families, community members, and colleagues. In her placement, she took advantage of the opportunity to immerse herself in curriculum and professional development and integrated this learning with the classroom context. As a result, Jordan became very skilled at scaffolding and differentiating instruction. She also honed her skills in understanding and supporting cultural and linguistic diversity while focusing on the creation of meaningful instruction and assessment for early learners. Her collaborating teacher acknowledged that any school division would benefit from Jordan's passion, drive, and dedication to the profession. Congratulations, Jordan, on receiving the most prestigious award for the 2019 graduating class, the College of Education Professionalism Award for Excellence in Teaching.
So congratulations on receiving your degrees and certificates. You are now one of 155,000 or more graduates of the University of Saskatchewan around the world. And I would direct your attention to the screen so that you can view a message from the Alumni Association. On behalf of the Alumni Association, I would like to invite you to, with your guests, to proceed to the Peter McKinnon Building across the road directly after this ceremony for a reception. I'd now like to call on Chancellor Roy Romanow to make some remarks.
Mr. President, distinguished platform guests, distinguished graduates and friends and family. This brings our convocation ceremony to a close, but before we do so, I would like to thank a number of people: our vocalist, Kate Nachalobli, our drum group, the Buffalo Boy Productions, our elder, Roland Duquette, and the teams from the Convocation Office and the Office of the University Secretary, all of whom play an important role in making these ceremonies such a success. Thank you all. Now a brief word to the graduates. You have studied hard to earn your degree and degrees, and we all wish you continued success throughout your lives, both personally and professionally. Well done. It is my hope, thanks to your precious experience here, that your education has prepared you to meet some of our challenges, such as how to heal an injured child, how to make art that transforms people's perspectives, how to protect a human right, how to engineer homes to shelter us, how to write a poem that explains the feeling of loss or joy, and how to ensure that food production demands for the people of the world are met, and many more questions. To sum up, how to design and to work for the more just state. Earning your degree will show you value for a lifetime to come. I can attest to that personally, the very honor of having held this position. And the education that you have received from this university, the University of Saskatchewan, has prepared each and every one of you to meet the challenges and more that I've cited, to meet them head on and to overcome them. Above all, follow your dreams, because that's where you'll find your true passion. And in the end, that's what we want for each graduate of the University of Saskatchewan. And now, in closing, I ask that you remain at your seats until the platform party has left the stage. Good luck to all. Thank you.